Fellas, what's going on? In this one, I'm going to be going through how gut health issues in my life forced me to make a change, and overall led to something that really changed my life. Now, whether you have gut health issues or you just want to change your life for the better, feel better, and operate at your best self, no matter what situation you're in, this video is going to help you. Okay, through this event in my life and through making changes to better it, completely changed the way I feel, the way I operate, how much money I make, and overall just, allowed me to reach my potential in a way where I'm actually committing to the things that I know I should be committing to, and living a life that aligns with myself, right? So first things first, a little bit about my story. Randomly just started having like fucking stomach issues, super bad bloating, getting into bed feeling like a 20 kilo plate was inside my stomach and I couldn't sleep, and just a horrible situation where no matter what I ate, I felt like shit, and I had no idea what this was. And so when you're in a health situation where no matter what you eat, you feel shit, or just day to day, minute by minute, you're not feeling how you normally feel, or you just can't sleep, obviously you need to make a change, right? So I knew that, this was pretty serious, and I did something about it, right? I did what I could to better the situation, and I've stuck to that, throughout the whole year. And a lot of things have changed through me making these changes, and I'm going to go through what these changes are. They're very, the tasks, the exercises, the life changes, the diet changes, all this shit that I've done has completely changed everything for me. And I think if you follow the same thing, your whole life will change as well. Now, just keeping in mind, I am still going through gut health issues. It is something that I'm still working on. As you can see here on the right, I've got a million different supplements. It's still work in progress. However, eventually I'm going to sort this out and fully heal my stomach. The good news is that every area outside of my stomach feels 100x because of the changes that I've made to resolve the stomach issue, right? So what happens in life sometimes is you may know that you need to make a change, right? Maybe you're super stressed out, or maybe you're fat as fuck, or maybe you're not making enough money. There could be something in the back of your mind. Everyone has it, right? And you need to make a change in the back of your mind, like your highest self, yourself of the potential where you can be is always talking down on you, like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to make a change, you need to do this, but you never actually commit to it, right? The only time usually people commit to things that they know they should be doing is when something bad happens, right? And this is what happened to me. I waited for something bad to happen. I was super stressed out. I was eating not optimally. My sleep was shit, right? I wasn't aligned and doing the things that I know I should have been doing. I was going to the gym, but that's about it, right? I wasn't like focusing on self-educating myself, bettering myself daily, right? I got lazy. I got content with the life I was living. I was making money online. I was traveling when I could, and I was working a few hours a day, right? But I didn't feel good. I felt like shit. Eventually something bad happened, and I'm glad something bad happened because it forced me to make a change. Now, I'm going to be going through now what I changed in my life, which just completely made me feel so much better, right? So as soon as my stomach health, goes back to normal, I will be operating at fucking superhuman, right? Just through these strategies that I'm going to go through, and I already feel better just in general. Okay. Now, when it comes to making changes in your life, ideally the problems, the things that you want to change, so it's more so connected to yourself, but it all kind of aligns anyway, right? And basically the goal here is just feeling as best as you possibly can, right? Operating at your highest self in flow state, and just feeling fucking good every day, right? And to be able to do that, you need to do shit. You need to go through a bit of pain, right? Do things you don't want to do. So then a week, 2 weeks, months later, you start getting rewarded for those efforts, those things that you do, right? So the first thing is diet. When it comes to diet, you should be removing everything bad, everything processed, right? All the poisons. So any drugs, weed, alcohol, all that bullshit, it needs to go in the bin. Throw it out. Not even fucking, questioning anything to do with that. In terms of, foods, I thought I was eating healthy before, but I really wasn't, right? Anything processed, anything with extra ingredients in it, if it's not whole foods, you shouldn't be having it, right? Keep your diet super fucking simple, and you will feel so much better. Not only will you feel so much better, you will lose a fuck ton of fat, and you'll start getting shredded, exactly how I did, right? Eggs, meat, fucking veggies, fucking anything that's just whole foods, right? Anything that's healthy, anything that comes from the earth, have that. Keep it simple, right? No sauces, no drinks outside of water and coffee. Cut it all out. Watch yourself. You'll feel so much better. The next thing from there, guys, is obviously keeping stress down, right? Now, most people have a very high anxious or high stressed out life. If you don't solve this and lower this, something bad is going to happen to you, right? Whether it's a health issue, like with me, my gut, or you're just overall not going to be operating at your best self, of course, right? Like, why would you want to continue feeling like shit or stressed out or anxious, highly anxious? It's just like, you have the ability, and you need to understand this from a fucking mindset point of view, that you have the ability to change your levels of stress. You have the ability to lower it and basically have it not exist anymore. Most of you think that it's just what you have to deal with, and it is what it is. That's not the case. You need to make these changes and it will go away. The first thing is, stress and anxiety is linked to you just making fucking bullshit mental movies in your head, whether it's the future of something that might happen or the past of some bullshit that happened as well. All it is you stuck in your head, not in the present moment, right? If you just learn the skill of presence, 80% of your worries and your stress is going to go and it won't exist anymore, right? Now, how do you practice presence? Every day for 10 minutes, listen to the audiobook, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That's all you need to do. Listen to it and fucking apply the principles, and use the exercises in your life. Like, actually fucking do this. Don't just listen to it and not apply what you're listening to. I've listened to that book 9 times now. So just keep fucking listening to it, right? Keep reminding yourself how important presence is, because it is one of the most important skills you can learn. Once you've done that, outside of that, you want to be meditating every day, 10 minutes in the morning, right? So basically what this comes down to, guys, is just sorting a solid morning routine. And that's what I've done. Obviously the diet's important, your exercise is important, going to the gym, but you already fucking know that. What's super important is that you get a dialed in morning routine, right? Listen to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. One of the first things I do as soon as I wake up. From there, the next thing I'll do, and one thing that's super, super important that you should also do, is get sun, right? When I get sun, I'm doing yoga. Yoga is just for me to stretch out my body, make myself feel better, right? Because I'm sitting in desks all the time. My hips, my shoulders are super, super tight. So I recommend personally doing yoga. When you're doing a yoga session, you're out in the sun, you're getting a tan, you're getting vitamin D, you feel fucking better from getting the sun exposure. Not only that, while you're doing it for 20 minutes or so, you listen to something educational, right? Listen to something positive. All of you guys, most of you guys are probably not maintaining your self-education and your knowledge, right? After I turned like 18, 19, I kind of just stopped reading and listening to things. Obviously, social media shit I'll be listening to because, you scroll and shit. But when it comes to actively picking up a book, you probably aren't doing that anymore as much as you should be. Now, if you can get golden nuggets of information from people that have done shit that are way ahead of your game, why would you not pick up those things and learn, right? If you don't want to read, listen to the audiobook while you're doing the yoga. Your body now is starting to fucking stretch out. You feel better. You're getting sun every day. It's good for you. It's going to help you sleep. It's going to wake you up. You're getting a tan. You're getting vitamin D, right? You're listening to something educational. Just fucking 5 things in one right there. Just from one little simple change. From there, you want to meditate, as I said, 10 minutes just once a day in the morning. Watch how much better you feel. If I meditate for 10 minutes, I feel like 100 times better, right? So make that happen. And that's all you really need to do. As long as you get your morning routine dialed in with the meditation, practicing the presence, increasing your self-education while maintaining a good diet and, of whole foods and exercising, you're gonna feel so much better. And what happens, guys, this is a fucking compound effect. This is a snowball effect. If you do all these things, right? And by the way, you're never gonna wanna do them. If you do them all, eventually it's gonna build up, it's gonna build up, it's gonna build up into something really, really fucking big, to the point where you're basically gonna become unstoppable, and you're going to start committing to things, other things that you know you should be doing. You're gonna start making more money, right? You're gonna start connecting with people that you actually wanna connect with, right? Because you're operating at your highest self. When you're operating at your highest self, things will attract, right? Now, whether you think that sounds like woo-woo or not, just fucking watch it happen. Do this for fucking 3 months, 6 months, and just watch other things change in your life. Maybe you might commit to a personal brand like I did, right? I always knew in the back of my head I had to help people. I always knew I was built for something really, really big, but never did anything about it, right? Then I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna fucking start posting videos. The other thing about presence, the other thing about removing stress and these future movies and all this bullshit in your head, the other thing that happens to you is you stop trying to you get delayed gratification. You practice that, right? You stop thinking about, oh, I'm not here, I'm not there. You're just enjoying the moment. You're enjoying the process. You're not thinking about, all the bullshit. Why am I not making 10K a month yet? Or whatever it is, right? You're in the now, you're optimizing the now, and you're thinking about what can I change and what can I do in my life on a day-to-day basis to get me to those goals. Then you start thinking about that. So, rambling on here, guys, in terms of my story, what happened to me, why I made a change, why I'm on fucking YouTube now, basically what led me to all of this, right? And I guess what I wanted to say in this video and what I really think it comes down to is just you need to make a change in your life and you're just waiting for something bad to happen. Don't be that guy. Don't wait for something bad to happen. Make the change that you know you need to make. Do these things that I said. Just commit to it for 3 months, daily. No excuses, just do it daily for 3 months and watch your life change. You want to just commit to this forever because you can just see yourself just going up and up and up. As soon as I commit to this, starting to get traction in the personal brand, I'm meeting high level people, I'm now making 10K a month, opportunities are falling in my lap, right? I feel so much better, my sleep's fucking dialed in and way better than before. Stress and anxiety is very, very minimal. All because I've made these changes. It's all compounded together. And now I just got to stay consistent. That's it. As long as I do this daily, I know that I'm going to get to where I want to get to. So make the fucking change. Stop being a bitch and do it, right? Remember this. Pain equals pleasure. Pleasure equals pain. So the pleasure things that you do right now, like scrolling fucking Instagram, right? Watching porn, going and drinking alcohol, partying, all these things that you enjoy in the moment right now, eating that hamburger, right? You enjoying that moment, you will pay for the price for that moment, right? Anything that you enjoy from the beginning, that's an easy task, it's a comfortable task. No matter if it's the day after or weeks or months, you will pay a price for that. On the opposite, if you do the things that are painful, the things you don't want to do, for example, meditation, listening to the audiobooks, doing the yoga, eating healthy, whole foods, right? You're never going to want to do them. But if you push through, you accept the pain and you realize that something good will come from the pain when you commit to it. If you can make that mindset change and just unlock that ability to do it anyway, you will go very far and you'll fucking kill it, right? Every day I don't want to do it. Every fucking day. Fuck this. I just do it anyway. right? Live by second, just do it. As soon as I'm finished, I'm like, why the fuck did I not want to do that? I feel so much better now, right? So just remember that it's going to be hard. Train the muscle, train the presence. Eventually, things will just become automatic. You'll have a fucking routine in place, and you'll fucking smash it. And you realize it's really not that hard at the end of the day. Any questions on this, guys? Feel free to put something in the comments, right? Happy to help you guys out. Anything to do with foods, health, meditation, apps, right? Where to go, what to do, anything. Just fucking ask me. I'm happy to help. Other than that, if you're not already a subscriber, fucking subscribe to the channel. Got 1,000 subscribers now. So hit that first kind of goal I had in my mind. Next goal is 10K. So thanks for, following the journey. Watch my videos if you already are a subscriber. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.